Well, tonight, the mother of a 6-year-old boy who drowned in a town and country pond last week is speaking out. Jessica Peña Sanchez says her son, who had autism, ran away from home under nanny supervision.
Yeah, and that's why Sanchez and her neighbors, in the midst of their grief, are bringing attention to this case to keep it from happening again. News Channel 8's Nicole Rogers joins us now at St. Joseph's Hospital, where that 6-year-old passed away. And Nicole, just an absolutely heartbreaking story.
Josh, Paula, it is, and in the midst of that heartbreak, that Bay Area mother is sharing her story, hoping to save a life. You see, she believes that there were more precautions, like having a requirement for a fence around ponds, or even requiring signs that alert for special needs children. Kids like hers, she believes, would be better protected. Meet 6-year-old Jay Rodriguez.
He was really a happy boy. He was jumping everywhere. He was so sweet. Yeah, but you know, he was limited because of his autism, but he was that great kid.
This is how Jessica Peña Sanchez remembers her little boy. She says he was a joyful kid with level 3 autism. Last Thursday, Sanchez says her life came to a halt when she left her son with a nanny while she ran to Walmart.
I was saying goodbye to him, and he said goodbye to me with a big smile. And I just told her, just watch him for 5 minutes. And she said, that's fine. But when I left, she called me back and she told me, oh, I don't find him.
She says her son was found in a nearby pond. First responders say they administered CPR, but Rodriguez was pronounced dead at the hospital. Now, Sanchez and her fellow neighbors are calling for more safety measures.
Can you imagine if any alligator that there's signs on there grab the body? That was my big fear, because my baby will suffer.
Karina Escoto Garcia lives in the same neighborhood and also has a child with autism. She wishes there were more precautions in place to help kids like Rodriguez.
So my worry is just that this is going to happen again. You know, especially in summertime, there's kids that don't know how to swim, and especially if they're autistic, they most likely don't know how to swim and they don't know any sense of danger. So this could most likely happen again, especially that this neighborhood is filled with kids on the spectrum and even adults who have special needs.
So let's talk about it. What can parents do? Well, the Florida Autism Association recommends that parents have their kids take swimming lessons and give them tracking devices. Here's the thing, that association says nearly 50% of autistic children will either run off or wander off. And at that point, it's very hard, many of them are nonverbal, for them to be able to say their name and or address in an emergency. Some life-saving tips for now. Live in Tampa, Nicole Rogers, 8 on your side.